The girl woke up to find herself back at 18 years old. The boy in front of her, explaining a problem, was none other than the campus heartthrob she had relentlessly pursued in her past life this time. However, she no longer wanted to be consumed by love, so she suddenly stood up, decisively snatched her paper from his hand, and told him that she wouldn't bother him with any more questions from now on. Then, she walked back to her seat. The boy was confused, not understanding why she had changed so suddenly. What he didn't know was that in her past life, the girl had, as she wished, married the campus heartthrob she had admired for so long. But after 2 years of marriage, her husband remained cold and indifferent toward her. Every time they were intimate, he would leave her room immediately after getting dressed, never staying even for a moment, as if she were nothing more than a bed partner to him. Still, the girl gave up everything and devoted herself to being the perfect housewife. However, no matter how hard she tried, she could never warm her husband's cold heart. Until the day of the high school centennial celebration, when she saw her husband on stage with his first love, looking so perfect together, while she sat in the audience, feeling utterly alone. At that moment, the first love suddenly slipped, and luckily, the man caught her in time. The atmosphere between them became subtly intimate. The girl witnessed it all, remembering how she had given her husband a birthday gift, only for him to throw it away, while he treated his first love with extreme tenderness. At that point, the girl decided to give up on this one-sided marriage. She texted her husband about divorce, then left the venue in a daze. Walking down the street, she was so lost in thought that she didn't notice a car speeding toward her. When she opened her eyes again, she had returned to a month before the college entrance exam. But this time, she was determined not to repeat her past mistakes. She resolutely chose to distance herself from the campus heartthrob and focus on studying hard for a bright future. However, when school ended, the girl found herself in a dilemma. In the past, she always rode home in the heartthrob's car, under the pretext of strengthening their relationship, even asking her family's driver not to pick her up. But now, as she stood at the school gate unsure of what to do, the heartthrob was waiting for her in his car nearby as the minutes passed. The girl clearly had no intention of riding with him, and instead, she got into her best friend's car and left. Seeing this, the heartthrob felt an inexplicable anger, but too proud to ask her why, he ordered his driver to leave. When the girl got home, her parents greeted her with excessive warmth, asking about her relationship with the campus heartthrob. Since he was from a prestigious family, they hoped that if she married him, they could share in his success, so they urged her to bring him home for dinner. Hearing this, the girl angrily left the table, as she had already decided to sever ties with him completely. From that point on, she no longer chased after him like in her past life. Instead, she focused on her studies, determined to get into her dream university. Seeing her suddenly distant attitude, the heartthrob couldn't help but feel deeply disappointed, not understanding what had happened. Soon, the college entrance exam was over. To help the girl confess to the heartthrob, her best friend took her to the restaurant where he was having a gathering. The girl told her friend that she no longer liked the heartthrob. Just as she was about to leave, the heartthrob walked into the private room.